The billionaire chairwoman disguised herself as a construction worker to inspect the mine. She only wanted to understand the situation, but unexpectedly ran into her long-lost brother and decided to test his character. She called out to him. He immediately noticed she looked just like his missing sister. When she softly called him brother, he finally confirmed her identity. After reuniting, he took her home without hesitation. The moment she stepped inside, she saw their mother in a deranged state and realized how much suffering her brother had endured. Her disappearance had caused their mother's breakdown, so she swore never to let them suffer again. At dinner, her brother noticed her worn-out clothes and assumed she had struggled for years, so he promised to find her a job. The very next day, he took her to the mine, reminding her over and over not to talk too much. On the way, she saw him carrying 2 slabs of cured meat and grew suspicious, determined to uncover the truth. She chose to keep her identity hidden. Her brother placed the meat on the supervisor's desk, and just like that, they skipped all interviews and health checks. The supervisor casually gave her an easy job. Her brother thanked him gratefully, but as they turned to leave, she glanced back and noticed money stuffed inside the meat. Shocked by the blatant bribery, she called the supervisor out on the spot. His expression darkened, and he ordered them to take the meat and leave. Her brother knew that in such a poor place, working in the mine was their only chance to survive, so he begged again. Instead, the man slapped him and threw the meat to the ground. Furious, she stood tall and questioned the supervisor, demanding if bribery and bullying were the way they ran things here. The supervisor only sneered and told them to get lost. Just then, the factory director walked in and asked what was going on. The brother tried to smooth it over, calling it a misunderstanding, but the supervisor twisted the story, accusing her of causing trouble. The director stared at them coldly and declared they would no longer accept meat. The workers quietly felt relieved, but then he added, "From now on, only cash will be accepted, and jobs will depend on how much you pay." Outraged, she stood again, calling out the corruption and favoritism. Her brother rushed to stop her, begging the director for another chance, but the man refused. She warned him to return the stolen money or risk losing everything. He just laughed, declaring that he made all the rules here. Tired of the corruption, she made a phone call and ordered the company's CEO to arrive within 30 minutes. The CEO quickly mobilized her team, but before they arrived, the supervisor attacked her. Her brother had no choice but to help her escape, only for the director himself to block their path. The brother wanted to beg for mercy, but she stopped him, vowing to make them pay. Hearing this, the supervisor ordered his men to beat them. Just then, a worker ran in, reporting that the CEO was on her way for a surprise inspection. The director's face lit up, and he told the supervisor to lock them in the firewood shed before hurrying out to greet the CEO. When the CEO arrived, the director proudly guided her through the mine and the lounge, showing off with confidence. But as they passed a certain room, the CEO suddenly froze. From inside, she heard a strange sound.